What's going on, everybody? What's up, savages? It's Friday. Let's get after it. What in the world is going on, everybody? I appreciate everybody for stopping in. Man, I'm in a mood. So I'm actually kind of happy because I saw some green before the show started. So that's good. But basically, if you're new here, I just wanted to say thanks for stopping in. And all we do is, or all I try to do is, I have a list of about 141, I believe, 141 coins that are GPU mineable that we randomly select using the random number generator on Google. And we pick one and then we mine it, right? And then we kind of like work together to try to figure out if there's any problems and stuff like that. But basically, I pre-record the randomization part, because if you just do a randomization on like all the coins, there's a really high chance that you're going to end up on one that you're not going to be able to mine, or you're going to find out that 20 minutes down the road that there's not a pool for it, or there's something wrong with it, and you're not going to be able to mine it. So it kind of sucks. So I don't do that. I pre-record it so that I know that it's a coin, or I hope I know that Unitas thing, or Unitas, that didn't work very well, but I thought I had that one in the bag, but I did not. But basically, that's what we look to do. So I pre-record that part. If you haven't already, I know a lot of people don't understand how important it is, like to like the videos and to share the videos with your friends and things like that. It really helps like content creators to do that. So if you would, let people know about the show here. I try to do it, well, I do it every night, every weeknight. And as long as you guys show up, I'm going to show up. So share it, throughout your little community, and so that we can keep it going, because I really enjoy doing this. I think it's fun, and there you go. So, but here is the pre-recorded pick. This is the video that I pre-recorded this. This one I'm a little bit excited about, but not as much as I was about Motion. This one's kind of like one of those, it's, in my opinion, it is a kind of a copy and paste coin, which is kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. It's what we landed on. So here we go. Here is the video of me randomly choosing this coin. So here we go. And I think it was 2 through 142, which that top line you see is just the headers, so I have to take that out. So it's 2 through 141. What's up, Yashnik? Man, I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad somebody showed up. It looks like 2 people were watching, so that's cool. I appreciate it. I know it's Friday night. Check out my shirt. It's not Aeon, but it is kind of, well, actually, you can't see it because I don't have my webcam on. But I'll show you in a minute. So basically, we ended up, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm two fireballs in to this stream. But we ended up landing on BitCOAL, which was kind of cool because it's a CryptoNight algorithm. I kind of dig that. I like the privacy coins, although I think I tweeted about this a while back. It kind of is a stumbling block to adoption as far as like the government is concerned, because the privacy coins are a big deal to them because they don't want illegal activities going on, and the privacy coins really provide that, right? You know how Bitcoin is kind of pseudo-anonymous, and it's not really a true privacy coin. There are some privacy coins that are completely anonymous, and it's kind of a stumbling block to adoption. So in this case, this one is a small coin, small market cap and all that stuff. Not very widely used from what I could tell. But it is, it's BitCOAL. So that's the name of it, BitCOAL. And it's a CryptoNight algorithm, privacy coin, blah, blah, blah. Basically like a copy and paste of Monero and things like that. I go here. Here I'm just collecting all the information. This is all pre-recorded. Let me turn on my webcam here. So this is all pre-recorded. And I'm going to ProfitBot Pro, which is a friend of mine's website where he has designed this site for profitability, right? To manage like a more precise profitability of all the CryptoNight coins. It's really cool what he's done because it's a real niche, whatever. I'm from Tennessee, so I say niche. All right, so it's that kind of a market, and what he's done here is he's focused solely on CryptoNight algorithms, which is super cool in my opinion. But anyway, so we landed on BitCOAL. Here I am. I'm just grabbing like what pool I'm going to use, and I think it was mypool.online. We'll go there after this video is over, so I can kind of show you what we had to do to, or what the site is like, because it's actually a pretty decent site as far as the pool goes. It's not too bad, and it's like a lot of the CryptoNight algorithm pools. It has like a configuration on there where you can add in all your information and basically get the configuration that you need. Now it doesn't have the configuration for simple mining. Hey, what's up, Bitcoin Jake? But it you can kind of derive it from what you're seeing there. You can kind of get, okay, like I know what simple mining miner options should look like. So I know I need this information and that information and this information. So it helps like design that little string that everybody has such a problem with simple mining. So so there you go. It does have a wallet. It does not have a web wallet or a paper wallet, which was unfortunate. So I did have to download it. I did run it through the virus total. It was dirty, just like all the other wallets, except for Aeon, right? Aeon came up perfectly clean. And again, that only shows you that, it's just that the developers haven't worked with those companies to get it cleared and signed and all that stuff, all the things that are required to get it to show as 100% clean on that virus total website. So did I already do that? Did I already go through that? I don't know. But anyway, right here, it is on CoinMarketCap. So I document that. It's 0.002 cents. And then I think I go to, here we go. I think, okay, so I go to what to mine. It's not on what to mine. Not a big deal. There's a lot of coins out there that are not. But it only goes to show you that, CoinMarketCap has, what was it, 20, how many coins do they have now? 2,068, I believe, is the number. And this one, even though it's active and functioning, it's not even on CoinMarketCap. So whenever people say, well, there's 2,068 cryptocurrencies, that's really not true. There's probably at least double that, because there's coins like this that aren't showing up on CoinMarketCap because they're either too new or they're hang on, the pizza's here. Hang on just a second. Alright. I think you came here last time, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Great pizza this time, I promise.
Alright, that's good. I don't want to do that. I did it right.
Alrighty.
Does that look right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, thanks.
Alright, you have a good night.
Thanks. Marco's Pizza. Give me a second. Alright, so where was I? Alright, where's the video at? Sorry about that. Had to order a pizza for my kid. Alright, so I'm grabbing all the information here. I went to their Bitcoin Talk thread. I went to their website. We're using a QT wallet. Yeah, exactly. It's Marco's Pizza, which I'm just recently introduced to. And that's pretty good. Better than Papa John's, which is what we normally got. So here's the wallet. It's a regular Qt wallet. All I did was I grabbed the receiving address. Again, I wish that they would have had a paper wallet. A lot of the CryptoNight algorithms do. I was kind of taken aback that this one did not have that. But whatever, it's not too bad. So we went ahead and I think I got all the information except for the miners and actually the configuration of the actual group in Simple Mining. We're going to use Simple Mining for this. I think we can probably use either XMR Stack or XMRig, and all I'm showing you here is my YouTube page or my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, please be sure to do that. Like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And if you're not following me on Twitter, I say some really significant stuff over there. Not really, but whatever. I don't know. It's kind of fun. Twitter is kind of fun. Anyway, so let's look at what documentation we're at here. All right, so this is all the information that we got in the pre-recorded video, except for I went ahead and added in here. I don't know if you can see that. Well, you can't see it. The XMRig, the different miners for NVIDIA and AMD. So basically, we are ready to actually go ahead and start mining it, I guess, right? I don't see any roadblocks here. I think we're good. I think we really only need to decide on what miner we're going to use. Nowadays, I used to like XMR Stack, but XMR Stack requires you to, if you want a dual thread, which you should if you're using AMD GPUs, it's kind of a manual process for dual threading, and XMRig actually does it for you. So it already, has that enabled, that dual threading enabled, and there's no like modification to the AMD.txt file and all that stuff. So I guess what we'll do, you can use SRB miner. I don't know if that's in, I didn't check to see if that was in Simple Mining or not. So we'll just, for simplicity's sake, I guess we will go ahead and use XMRig AMD in Simple Mining OS first. So let's see if we can go ahead and knock this out here. So if we go over to Simple Mining, we're going to go to Group Config, just like always. We're going to click Add Group, and then we're going to use XMRig AMD, and you can see right here where under Info it just says Monero 8. You could read that as like pretty much all CryptoNight algorithms, I believe, that it supports. And you can see right here where it's the R series and RX series AMD only. It's not used for NVIDIA. You have to go to the XMRig NVIDIA. Probably eventually they'll combine it, kind of like they did with XMR Stack. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll choose that miner. We'll use the latest version. And let's go ahead and, good grief, I'm going to forget what we're mining. We're mining coal, BitCOAL, right? And it was, what was the ticker? Coal. That's pretty easy, right? Coal, and then we're going to say it is CryptoNight. Now I think that this one is actually the real CryptoNight, like version 0 or 1 or whatever it is. So well, variant, I think it's the variant 0 if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have to look at that, but I think we'll be able to get through this because I have actually up here, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I actually have the website that I was trying to find the other night that shows like all the different variants and what the numbers are and all the different terminology and things like that. I've got it already pulled up, so I'll go to that in a moment. So we're going to go AMD and then YouTube, and then for group description we'll just go AMD. Let's go down here to figure out what we need to put in. So we got the pool is mine.coal.mypool.online. I believe that this is going to work like this. I didn't see anywhere where I needed to use Stratum or anything like that, although hey, we might have to do that, so we will cross that bridge whenever we get to it. So O pool. So I'm going to put in, paste that in there, and then we need to get the port number. I don't remember what it was. It was 7705. So we'll type that in there. The address is our receiving wallet address, our mining address, which remember I grabbed that from the QT wallet in the pre-recorded video. So we'll put that in there, paste that in there. It's super long because it's a CryptoNight algorithm, right? And then password, donate level 1%, print time, that's just talking about the information for the GPUs or the hash rates maybe for print time. I'd have to look that up. All right, so if we look at the default config, I think that we're straight as far as that goes. Let's double check. I'm going to zoom up on it here a little bit. You know, every time that we've done this before, I believe, CryptoNight anyway, I believe that we've had to add in like the A parameter or the A argument for the algorithm and then the variant. Remember that from the previous videos whenever we try to mine out CryptoNight algorithm. So we'll try this. I don't think it's going to work. I think we're going to have to adjust it a little bit. So we're going to just click add group. Let me zoom back out here. And then we're going to go to rig list, and we're going to be using our AMD rig because we are using the AMD miner, right? So we'll go to the Scarif is the name of it here, and it's currently mining Haven, but we are going to change that to Coal, the group that we just created. And then let's see, this miner, I think the miner's already on here. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I think that we can do it anyway. But if you look back here, it should be rebooting. I'll go ahead and bring up, because I already switched it back here, so should be good. You should be able to see it reboot here. What's up, Crypto Cruising? Thanks for showing up. I watched a lot of your videos today. If y'all haven't checked him out, y'all probably should, because he's got some pretty good stuff over there on his channel. Super cool. Alright, so it is rebooting, and it's not going to show you here just yet, but here we go. It says restarting miner now. You know what, Bitcoin Jake, you know what's funny? The city that I live in, I'm not going to give it up, but you can probably figure it out, is the city where the guy who bought the pizzas from the guy in UK, like that whole initial, you know, 70, I forget how many Bitcoin it was, 10,000 or something, like 20,000 or something like that. At the time, it was worth like 40 something dollars. I actually live in the city with the guy who did that, who initiated that. His name is Laszlo on Bitcoin Talk. Super hilarious that I found out that it's actually in the city that I live in where that originated from. So it's kind of cool, you know, that whole, you know, and it was a real thing that happened. It was super cool. It happened in my hometown, basically. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, 10,000 BTC for 2 pizzas, and his name was Laszlo. And if you saw it on Bitcoin Talk, I think it was 2011, 2012, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, super funny. All right, so rejected share, invalid result. All right, so I believe that this is because we don't have the algorithm and the variant set. So let's go. Yeah, it was like I want to say that they, what would it be worth at 10,000? It would have been worth 100 million. Is that right? I think that number is right. Because I want to say that at the height, whenever it was at 20,000 or 19, whatever, it would have been. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not able to do the math in my head right now, but I know it was a lot. Yeah, it was like the best pizza ever. But you know, at the time, it's just kind of like now. You know, at the time, he thought he was getting a good deal, and he probably was okay with paying $10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas or whatever it was, and it ended up being from Papa John's, which is kind of funny. You know, he probably thought he was getting a good deal, and at the time maybe he was, you know, or maybe it was a little bit overpaid, because I think that he got like a reply on Bitcoin Talk saying like, dude, this is like worth $43 or whatever, you know, and you know, the guy was like, I don't care, I just want pizza, you know. Hilarious to look back at it now, you know, if he just would have held on to that, you know. It's kind of, and what I was getting at, it was kind of like now, you know, I mean, everything's down so hard, so much, you know, and it's like, it's almost like this grim outlook. But I think that, you know, 2 or 3 years down the road, we're all going to look back on this and go, man, you know, and remember how we were thinking, like, because it's frustrating, you know. I mean, look, today it's not so bad. I mean, it's actually got a pretty good little bounce here. You know, I typically don't go into this because that's not really what the show's about. But I mean, you know, ETH is kind of rebounding a little bit. It's still down to 2 digits. You know, I mean, that's crazy, crazy. But anyway, let me go back over here. Where was I at? I don't even remember where I was. All right, but anyway, so let's see. What do I need to get on? Oh, I need to get on Simple Mining. All right, so we're getting rejected shares, and that's probably because we don't have that variant and the algorithm set. So let's go in there and see if we can set that real quick. I don't remember. Let's see. I want to say, oh, that's what I was going to show you. Okay, so if you go to coinguides.org and look up XMRig type stuff, information, XMRig type information, you'll get this chart right here. You'll end up on this chart. If you go to the tutorial about how to set up, configure, and use XMRig, it's got this chart here, and you know, this coin BitCOAL is a CryptoNight, basically basic CryptoNight algorithm. So I would assume that it is the original or old CryptoNight. So the variant is going to be 0, and the algorithm is going to be CryptoNight, I would assume. So let's go over there, and hopefully my IP hasn't been banned yet. Let's go over here and go to group config, of course. I always click on the wrong one. And then we'll go to monitor programs, and let's go ahead and add in. I'll zoom up on this in just a minute. I think we'll be able to add in a -A for algorithm and go CryptoNight. And then a -- variant and put 0. I believe that's going to work. Don't know for sure, but we will see. Let me make sure I spelled everything right, because I'm a couple of fireballs in, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I can't even see that. Can y'all see that? All right, so let's go over here a little bit. All this stayed the same. I think all that's good. I don't think that we have a problem. I think that it's just going to be the algorithm and the variant that we need. So let's save that, and then that should initiate a restart or a reload on the miner, and it did. You can see that right here. And it should go ahead and restart back here as well. There it goes. All right, so that's good. Yeah, I have no idea what Laszlo is doing nowadays. There's no telling. I wonder, you know, I kind of think about that sometimes. Like, I wonder what, like, if he paid 10,000, I wonder how many he had left. You know what I mean? Like, was that all that he had? Because clearly it was like a mining situation. He was probably mining it like way back when. So I wonder if like he had 100,000, right? And now he's like sitting on a, you know, an island in the Caribbean or something, right? Laughing about people making fun of him paying 10,000 Bitcoin for a couple of pieces. You know, it's kind of funny. But it just shows you what the market can do. You know, what this space can actually do. You know, I mean, here this guy, poor guy, paid 10,000, which ended up being however many millions of dollars now, you know, for a couple of pieces. All right, so all we added was the A for the algorithm and we told it it was CryptoNight, and then we put the variant at 0, the dash variant argument on there at 0, and boom, you can see right here it's already hashing away, it's getting accepted shares, and everything is great. So we are mining BitCOAL successfully. It's CryptoNight algorithm. You can see right there it's 9,378 hashes. So if we go to ProfitBot Pro, and right here is BitCOAL right here. So, but we need to put in, what was it, 9,300. So let's put in 9,300 on CryptoNight. I don't know if it'll accept that or not. Sometimes it has to be rounded up or something. Okay, so there we go. So if we're getting 9,300 on CryptoNight, basically what this is saying, if you look at this ProfitBot Pro, what it's saying is that given that hash rate of 9,300 on CryptoNight, we probably should be mining 2A coin, right? Because the profit for that is $18 a day, which is huge compared to what we normally get today, right? You know, with most coins. So that's kind of good that it's telling us that. And the way that this website works is because it's green, then that means that this is probably pretty accurate, right? Like if you do this calculation on this website here, ProfitBot Pro, and it comes up as red or orange, then it's not likely that you're going to get that actual profit. But because this is green, then there's a good possibility that you're going to get $18.11 a day off of 9,300 hashes on CryptoNight, which is not bad. But anyway, so that's not what we're talking about though. We're talking about BitCOAL, which is 9 cents, which is not good. But you know, hey, it is what it is. So there you go. Yeah, so in this case, if I'm looking at this website, I'm switching over immediately to A coin, right? Which is a Second Amendment coin. I would definitely be mining that in this instance with that particular hash rate on CryptoNight. So I hope that makes sense. They have a pretty decent website, BitCOAL, although I noticed that there were things that didn't work. Like this. Like, okay, so see, I can click on wallet, but whenever I click on pools, mining pools, nothing happens, right? I mean, they're on here, right, down here, but if you're at the home, you know, the top level of the website, and then you click on mining pools, it doesn't go to mining pools. It just sits right here. Like, I've already clicked on it, and it just sits there. So I hate stuff like that. Whenever there's a project that has a website, I mean, functionality of the website should just work, right? I mean, you shouldn't have to worry about, you know, like, hey, so I've got to make this website work as the end user, as the person looking at BitCOAL. I've got to make this work by scrolling down and looking for mining pools, because I can't click on mining pools. It's just a silly thing. To me, it's a silly thing for there to be that, you know, functionality wrong with the website for a project. But I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling now, but there you go. I don't know. What else is there to talk about? Let's see. Did I go over this? Like, oh, you know what? I don't think I did. Most of these websites, especially, well, pretty much any of these websites that are the pool websites, good grief, I'm like all over the place. The pool websites typically will have this getting started link here, and that's really helpful because it tells you like what the address is that you're supposed to use, the algorithm, of course, and see, this is where I learned that it was CryptoNight original, so like the old CryptoNight. And then something that's kind of cool here, I think I mentioned this earlier, but like I would choose, if I was doing a GPU mining rig, and we are, I would choose high-end hardware, basically, to start. Let me go and grab the address here again. So this has like a configuration utility here for what you should look at, you know, your configuration for your miner, right? So in this case, we pasted in our address. We're going to give the worker name Scarif rig, which is that guy down there at the bottom. 11 GPU AMD rig, and then you've got all these different miners here that you could use. You know, some of them are CPU, some of them are GPU, and you just click generate configuration, and then this is like what I was saying earlier. Like, you can get the information that you need for simple mining OS miner options parameters in the string there that everybody has so much trouble with from this information right here. So it's kind of handy. It definitely helps. Like, if you click on XMRig AMD, which is what we were using, you can clearly see that it says it's variant 1, which is kind of a misnomer, because we saw that we put in variant 0 and that's what allowed it to work. Now, I'm curious. Now I wonder if we put in 1, would it work? But anyway, we are completely out of time. BrandonCoin is going to be, he's doing a premiere video. I can't remember what it was about. Oh my gosh, I'm going to forget. Let's go see. It was interesting, whatever it was. Let's see. Oh yeah, digital gold. The mining farm setup thing where people would rent hash power, not hash power, but they would send their rigs there and they would host the rigs at their site. Similar to Minority. They are shutting down. It's premiering now. Let's head over there and check it out. Thanks everybody for stopping in. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching me get a pizza and all that stuff. And hey, stay safe.